My sister jumped off the fourth-floor balcony on my birthday. She said it was her birthday gift to me. By the time I rushed downstairs, she lay on the ground badly injured, still conscious in my brother's arms. She looked up at me with a defiant smile. "Lila," she whispered weakly, "I know I'm the extra one. I just want you to be happy." My mother collapsed to her knees, sobbing bitterly and begging me to move out for a while. I didn't argue. I nodded numbly and packed my bags quickly, as if fleeing a burning house. Everyone in this family was twisted. If I stayed any longer, I was terrified I would become just like them. "Belle, please hold on. Don't scare me like this. The paramedics are coming." My brother Liam was on the verge of breaking down. His hands trembled as he tried to stop her bleeding. My mother knelt beside them, crying hysterically and asking why this had happened to her. Belle's sudden suicide attempt threw the entire household into total chaos. Everyone lost their composure. Only I stood aside. I was calm, detached, like an outsider who didn't belong here. My mind had already drifted away. The paramedics arrived soon after. Liam and my mother got into the ambulance one by one. As the doors closed, my mother shot me one last pleading look, filled with tears and exhaustion. It was the same look she'd given me countless times before, begging me to give in to Belle's every demand. In the past, that look would have made me angry and tearful. But this time, I let out a deep, weary sigh. I didn't even bother to reply. She didn't need to worry about me refusing to leave. Even without her begging, I had already decided to get as far away from this toxic family as possible. For 7 years living under this roof, Belle had cut her wrists 12 times and overdosed countless times. She used self-harm as her weapon to get whatever she wanted. Every single time she hurt herself, I had to back down and compromise. Now I had nowhere left to retreat. I was truly, deeply scared. If she was willing to jump off a fourth-floor balcony today, what would stop her from dragging me down with her next time? I wanted to live. I was afraid to die. I was dragging my suitcase downstairs when my boyfriend Cole showed up. Or rather, my ex-boyfriend. The reason Belle jumped was simple. Moments before, Cole had proposed to me. As she stood trembling on the balcony railing, Cole begged her not to jump, his face full of agony. By the end, both of them were crying heavily, and I just stood there, watching the man who had kissed me moments earlier scream promises to Belle that he would break up with me. Now Cole stood in front of me, his face worn and exhausted. He saw me and quickly looked away. "Lila," there was nothing left to say. I walked past him with my suitcase, but he grabbed my wrist tightly. "Lila, Belle is in the hospital. She's crying and asking to see you. Please go visit her." In that instant, an overwhelming wave of nausea washed over me. Belle was like a venomous viper. Ever since I was brought back to this family 7 years ago, she had sunk her fangs into me and never let go. Just like in drama stories, my wealthy biological family refused to choose between their adopted daughter Belle and their long-lost biological daughter me, so we were forced to live together as sisters. For the first 3 months, she treated me with perfect kindness. She acted as my shield against my distant parents and brother, the only warm person in the family. She introduced me to her friends, taught me high society etiquette, and defended me from people who looked down on my background. For a while, I thought I'd found a fairy tale. I thought having a sister like Belle was a blessing. But then everything changed. She started seeing me as an intruder, an enemy. She became obsessed with destroying me, even if it meant destroying herself. 3 months after I arrived home, at my welcome party, Belle fell down the grand staircase. Right before she fell, her cold fingers dug into my arm. "Guess who they'll blame if I accidentally fall?" she whispered. Her tricks were obvious, but her previous kindness toward me made her innocence believable. Everyone already loved her deeply. All my desperate denials were dismissed as lies. For 7 years, I choked on those lies